Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys on how to get a job at Publix. This is going to be the 2022 edition. I did do a video similar like this in 2021. It is my most viewed video, especially from that Publix playlist that I dropped, and it's how to get a job at Publix. At this point, I feel like I am very knowledgeable of the company, a lot more tips and tricks than I could have ever offered when I first dropped that other video. So this is the real deal. I mean, every year I'm going to try to update it because things do change. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about how things are going right now in the company and things that you can do in order to get hired. But I still suggest you check out that video because I received hundreds of comments, and not to float my boat, but not one of them said that they didn't get hired. And I think that's absolutely amazing. Publix does not pay me, sponsor me, give me credit for anything that I say. I mean, just nothing. I do this on my own time because I want to see y'all succeed. All my subscribers or anyone who views my videos to me are my friends and family. So I want to see y'all win. And that's why I drop these helpful videos. So with that being said, if y'all could please subscribe to my channel and join the family because we're on the road to 5K. I would also suggest you check out that Publix playlist if this is a company that you're interested in working at, because I answer a lot of you guys' questions in those videos. And if you have any other type of question you would like to ask me or concern, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section below. It is the quickest way to reach me, and I do always answer all my comments. Show love, share to a friend, and like most of my videos, a lot of my tips and tricks are very versatile and can be used for multiple companies. So if you're unsure about working at Publix and maybe are thinking of working at Walgreens or Walmart or somewhere else, that's fine. These tips can be used for other companies as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to walk you guys through it. First thing, in order to get hired at Publix, is you have to apply. So a lot of times people want to, or back then at least, people wanted to walk into the store. I know there was machines in the stores, but that no longer exists. And for multiple jobs, especially now during the pandemic, everything is online. You can't go into the store to ask to see if you can get a job prior to you even having applied to that job. So make sure you submit an application online, and this is for anywhere. Like I said, all applications are usually the name of the company.com, and then you can go to career, or you can search up apply now, whatever it may be, and that's how you apply online. I will drop another video explaining to you guys step by step how to apply online, because I know sometimes people have a hard time with this, especially people who aren't the best with computers. But for just general knowledge, you have to apply first. Now, after you apply, wait a few days. There will be people who will be waiting a month. A month is too long. By the time a month passed, they've hired 10 employees and you're not it, okay? Some people want to go the next day. It's too soon if you go the next day. But I'd rather it be soon than later, Try to wait a little less than a week and then go into the store. I always tell people this, okay? Listen up. If you're not physically tied down to the bed, I don't want to say, oh, if you have your legs, use them, because I know not everyone has their legs, and that's fine, okay? Those are the circumstances of life. But if you're not physically tied down to a bed, whichever way it is that you can get to that store, go to the store so that the managers see interest of you wanting to know the status of your application. And when you speak to a manager, ask for these same words. Introduce yourself. Go presentable. I tell people all the time, first impressions do matter. I know everyone's like modern day society and this and that. I don't care. I keep it real on my channel, okay? And I'm telling y'all what works and what doesn't work. I've worked with these managers and I hear what they say, okay? They technically, in front of cameras or on the law or in the handbook, whatever, they can't, judge, or they have to treat everyone the same or whatever, but they don't. They don't. First impressions matter. So make sure you go presentable. Make sure, try to go, kind of early when the store is still calm and stuff and managers aren't swept away with work. And I always ask to speak to one of the bigger managers. Don't be going to no team leader, assistant manager. Go to the head honcho, the store manager, or the manager of whatever department it is that you're trying to work at, and ask them to check the status of your application. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what y'all need to say to avoid any type of confusion, because how you speak is very, very important. If you're just there and you're like, hi, I would like to check the status of my application. It's dead. It isn't, you still have a 50-50 shot because you went into the store, and the status of your application is very important that you say those words. But if you want like a 80% chance, this is what you need to say. Hi, and you say his or her name. So it's important that you know their name prior to you going into the store or prior to you meeting with them. So usually in the customer service counter, all the managers are listed on that wall. So is their position. So next to store manager, whatever name that says, memorize that name. If it says Tony or Oscar or whatever it is that it says, and then go to one of the customer service associate girls and say, can I speak to whatever name it is that y'all saw? And then they'll probably tell you yes, or if they say no, speak to someone else, and then come back the next day and speak to, the head honcho. You just got to keep going, keep being persistent, keep chasing it, okay? Because if you don't chase it, someone else is going to chase it, and the only one who's going to lose is you. You don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? This is a great company, and it's not just because I work for it, because I've worked for so many companies, and I've done multiple jobs and positions, and none of them compare to Publix, okay? And I've had my fair share of disappointments. I've had my fair shares of disagreements and stuff like that, but overall, it's a great company. So you have to really, go after what you want. You're not wasting your time trying to get a job here. You know what I'm saying? Now, once the manager approaches you, the first thing you want to say is introduce yourself, because these managers are meeting hundreds and thousands of people a day, and you need to stand out. So like I said, come presentable, come in the morning, and when you see your manager, introduce yourself, okay? Say, hello, Mr. whatever the name is or last name, and then be like, my name is Paola Sierra, or whatever, your name is, and then let them know that you applied, and be like, I am very interested in working here, and I would love to know the status of my application. And I've said this in other videos before, a lot of times managers, to get you out of the way, they're going to write your name on a piece of paper. If they write your name on a piece of paper, for the most part, it's not a good sign. There's no need or no reason for me to cap on my channel. This is my channel, and I want to tell y'all what it is. If they write your name on a piece of paper, they're most likely going to lose the paper, and by losing the paper, I mean they threw it away, because they're not going to look at your stuff. So you, within those 30 seconds, need to say something that's going to make yourself stick out, because if not, your name is going on a piece of paper and they're mysteriously going to lose it, and you're not going to get the job, and that's what it is. So I'm sorry, but there's no reason why I would sugarcoat something if I'm trying to help y'all genuinely. So this is what you need to do. Hello, my name is Paola, and I am 20 years old. I'm in college, but I'm super interested right now in working here at Publix. My availability is open. Immediately jump into your availability. This is a key point that you want to touch as soon as you talk to a manager, because the 2-3 things that they're looking for when they meet you, aside from every, little thing, but they can probably look over the little things. But the big things that they're looking for is your availability. So that they can figure out your hours and stuff like that. They want to know what department it is, because certain departments need more help than others. And that's honestly just about it. That's all they really care for. Transportation, but I mean, they only care for you to get transported to Publix. They don't care how it is that you're getting transported. They just care that you have reliable transportation. So those are like key things you want to mention in those 30-45 seconds, so that they can, really stick to your name. And they might actually write your name on a piece of paper, but like on a legit piece of paper, and you know, like actually look over it. Or they might take you to the back right away and do an interview. So many girls have told me this after I tell them this kind of advice. They'll be like, oh, they took me right into the office, did an interview, got hired. Or they'll like take them to the office and genuinely write down their name and everything, and then the girl will get called or the boy will get called 2 weeks later, or whatever the case may be. So in those 60 seconds, you have to say, I don't know why I keep using other people's name. Let me use my name, because this is how I really did it. Hi, my name is Patricia, and I'm really interested in working in the customer service department. I have an open availability. I'm in school until 2:30, but I can come to work at 3 and work whatever hours it is that you need me. I just got a car, so I have reliable transportation. Or if you don't have a car, you can say, you know, my mom doesn't work a lot, or I can take the bus, or whatever it is, to let them know that you have reliable transportation. Especially if you're a minor, that's a really, really big one. So all my minors who are under 18, or just anyone who doesn't have a car, but if you're under 18, you automatically like assume that you don't have a car. And if you're like over 18, people assume that you do, even though sometimes that's not always the case. I've seen 40-year-olds who don't have a car. But this is what's going on in the manager's head, like, oh, does this little boy even have a car? So make sure you mention, you know, your reliable transportation, whatever. Always mention that you're obviously really excited to work in the company. Most likely the manager is going to be like, all right, man, yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what's your name? Go ahead and give them your name. Oh, my name is Patricia Isabelle. And when you see that they're not asking you anything else, you know, because usually the manager will ask you something else or whatever, go ahead and ask them, is there anything I can do to speed up the process? I'm very interested in working in this company. I've heard great things about it, and I know I can be of help here in this company. Something like that. And that really seals the deal, because while they're writing your name, you want to keep talking or say something that's going to help them remember you, okay? Because if not, they're going to forget. Make sure you're smiling and with a good attitude. And if you have any experience, you can say that. But Publix is a company that promotes from within, so don't think you're automatically secured a job just because you have a degree or because you have any type of retail experience. They don't really care for that. Honestly, they don't. So those are things you need to do. After that, you need to be on the ball checking your application. So if that means that you call like 3 days after that, like, hey, you know, I came in a few days ago. I just wanted to see if you've overlooked my application yet. Or, you know, I always tell people, as many times as you can go in person, the better. You know, it's harder to tell you no in person than it is on the phone. And you don't want them to tell you no, because if they tell you no, you're not in the company, and that's not the goal. The goal is to get into the company. So keep going in and keep asking the status of your application. Sometimes people tell me they're being annoying. Annoying to me is if you're going every single day like, please, please, please. And not even, because that just shows that you want the job. I don't care what people think of me. You know what I'm saying? If you think that they're going to view you as annoying, let it be. You're trying to get into this company so that you can be making money, so that you can be buying stocks, so you can be having access to the benefits. So because you are scared that someone might think you're annoying, you're going to lose getting all these, you know, benefits and good things that can do good for your life. I mean, really, who cares what people think about you? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you just keep being persistent. And like I said, if you go in every 3-4 days, that's not annoying at all, because managers are always switching schedules and stuff. It's just gonna show interest, and that's really what you need it to be. If by any chance the manager is like, oh, we don't have an opening in customer service, but we have one in deli, take it. I tell people all the time, get your foot in the door, get into the company, because then you can switch departments once you're in. They're not going to fire you for wanting to switch departments once you're inside the company. But if you're not willing to take the opportunity that they give you, they might just switch to someone else, okay? They're not going to try to fit your schedule or your wants all the time. You have to kind of like go to a happy medium, okay? And like I said, you can switch once you're in it, and you probably be surprised by some of the things that you end up trying, like different departments or whatever. You might actually realize that you like it, okay? So definitely get your foot in the door. After, you know, you keep checking the status of your application, eventually they're going to give you an interview. And I did a video on how to ace the interview, so I'm not going to go into too many details about that in this video. This is just the updated how to get hired at Publix 2022 version. If you want to see how to ace the interview 2022 version, make sure to let me know. But I still have my 2021 version up, and it's pretty solid. Same tips and advice. Go in there, smile, presentation, make good conversation. Should you bring a resume? I did a video about that. Bring any type of qualification that you think physically or emotionally or whatever it is makes you. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not guaranteed a job because you have a degree or anything. If you have to make your own resume, go ahead and make it. Publix hires since 14-year-olds, okay? 14 and up, Publix wants you. So Publix is not expecting you to have a full-blown resume. It's a company that doesn't require any type of degree, any type of school, none of that, okay? But yet they're willing to pay for your school if you want to go to school. This is not a joke, guys. Like, this is a place to really, you know, where people go to really change their life, who really want to get better. I mean, there's no excuse. I've seen kids who came from foster care, who go into this company and become more than they could have ever imagined, okay? Me, myself, I was lost for so long. Like, what am I going to do with my life? I'm a nobody. I'm this and that. I struggle with depression. I struggle with a whole bunch of stuff. And Publix has given me the opportunity to work in the pharmacy. I realize I like it. Now I'm going to school for pharmacy. Publix is paying a portion of it. I mean, they're willing to work with you. One of the girls who works at Publix, she doesn't go to school or anything, but she had been wanting, you know, her dream car for so long. Publix Car Credit Union, something like that. She applied, she got accepted, got the car of her dreams. She drives this beautiful Jeep, red interior, I don't know what else is on it, and she's living her best life. So I'm telling you guys, yes, it's bad. Everything has its bad. I mean, whoever you love the most in this world probably still has bad traits in them. Nothing in life is perfect, and neither is this job. But for the most part, and considering what else is out there, this comes damn near to really good. So don't play about your application. Don't play about getting a job. There's so many places hiring right now. So in the meantime, if you are, you know, struggling to get into Publix, keep going at it. And if you have to work something else on the side, do that too. Publix wants hardworking people, okay? And it can show. That shows through a person. When you speak to that person, their past experiences, you can tell. So make sure, you know, you keep hustling, keep working hard, keep going after whatever it is that you want. And with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to share with a friend, because I know during this time, a lot of people are in need of jobs. And that's why I try to give you guys lots of tips and ideas here on my channel. So share with anyone who you feel that would be of use with this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for tuning in and always supporting my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.